Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of ECAPTV. Some of you may know that I was doing Quilt Week stuff last week, so there was no episode. But do have a couple things to show you from that. Go ahead and pull up a picture from that, if you can. Yeah, there you go. There's me running the video switcher for Quilt Chat, Quilt Talk, whatever it was Tuesday, and then also helps run the Facebook live stream of the awards ceremony. Got to play with some pretty cool toys. Got to play with a 4K Blackmagic design stream box, and broadcast the award ceremony live on Facebook. If you guys are into quilts, which you may or may not be, since you're watching this show, I don't know about that. But if you're into that kind of thing, you can check that out and see part of my handiwork there. I worked a lot with Alan Ramsey last week at the convention center with the Quilt Society, and I want to say thanks to Alan for helping me out too, because he helps this show out a lot. And I had a fun time working with him, and you guys should, if you see him, if you know him, you should definitely give him some props, because he's a real good dude and knows what he's talking about. But anyway, this week, what you are here for, this week, our musical guest is Mr. Daniel Neihoff. All right, applause track. Yeah. Right. Q studio laugh track or whatever.
I just clap for myself.
Yeah.
That's sometimes the only applause I get when I play out, so that's all right.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. So thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
No problem at all. So you guys may have seen, or probably have seen, Daniel out and about around town playing shows here Lower Town, downtown Paducah area. But if viewers don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as he said, I'm Daniel Neihoff. I've been playing around town here a little bit more here lately, and I've just really enjoyed getting to know the music scene, getting to know the musicians and different people here, because there is just a wealth of amazing musicians and amazing musical talent here, and so I've enjoyed getting to play and getting to be a part of it.
Awesome, yeah, and I know that you've played a couple shows with some people who have previously been on the show. You've done a few things with Aaron Potter.
Yeah,
it was the first one. You said you played with him for, what was it, the Moonlight
Ride.
Moonlight Ride, yeah.
Yeah, it was my first time. I was a Moonlight Ride virgin, and he popped me. He was
yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Did you actually ride, or did you just play?
I just played. I felt like such a hypocrite because I didn't even own a bike at the time, and so I just recently went and bought a bike. But I was like, man, it's like I hope these people like don't do background checks and check your biking credentials.
You're not
for
a real
this.
biker.
It's like they're not the intense bikers, are they? They're the like easygoing for the environment bikers.
Yeah,
hopefully.
not the leather vest
Yeah,
bikers. No.
That's right.
Well, I don't know. Some of them may have worn leather vests. Chain wallets and stuff like that.
That's true. Yeah.
You didn't have anybody wearing like spandex shorts and brass knuckles or anything. No.
Not that I saw. If I would have saw them, then I would have not been there very long, probably.
So let's talk about some music then. Here. So you told me earlier that you got started playing at a real young age.
Yes, I did. Yeah, my dad, he played music basically my entire life. He would write a different song every single day, just kind of pick up a guitar and just make something up off the top of his head. You know, he probably actually writing down songs. He had about 200 songs and spirals full of just all kinds of ideas and different things. And so from a young age, I was introduced to it through him. And then whenever I was about 7 or 8, I actually started playing some guitar. I wrote my first song. And my brother, he started around the same time as me, but he's 10 years older. And he gave me my first guitar. He really encouraged me to pursue it and brought me in to play bass with the church. He didn't tell me how to play bass, but he was just like, "You're playing bass Sunday."
So that was your first, push into action on playing in front of people was church?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I had done, like choir stuff and stuff like that, but never really played an instrument in front of people. That was definitely my first introduction to that. I sang in choir, and I would do like some specials and solos every once in a while from that. But
in choir,
right? In
so
choir,
like when you had you playing in church, how old would you say you were when you were playing in church when you started?
I guess I probably would have been Around 12, 13.
So you had like a 4 years of like practicing on your own before
Right.
he like, all right, you're ready, and now let's go.
Right, yeah.
So what did he have you reading charts, reading music, or just kind of play it by ear?
Yeah,
or?
just basically reading just what key we were in and the chords, and just going off of that. And then I would play kind of in between that with just different scales that I had learned. It was kind of funny. I had never played bass before. I had always played guitar, but he was just like, "Oh, it's like the same thing.
It's the same.
It's just the first 4 strings on a guitar." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I found out real quick that that's how bad bass players are born. And it's people who think that. And so
you don't play bass like a guitar player.
Right, exactly.
And vice versa.
Yes, that's a public service announcement.
Right,
Don't play bass like a guitar player.
That's funny. So I know you told me earlier. I don't know if you said it yet on the show, but you said that your brother gave you your first guitar.
Yeah. My brother he gave me my first guitar. I was
and it was a what?
It was a Wector. It was
I haven't heard of that.
an acoustic with 2 cutaways that came to a Florentine, with real sharp point on the cutaways, and it's an awesome guitar. And shortly after he gave it to me, he broke it. And we were playing at church. I had it on a guitar stand. He was actually playing guitar and was borrowing it. And instead of putting it all the way on the stand, it was sitting in a way to where it was perfect to just fall right forward and just the neck come completely apart from the body. And I was playing bass, and he was standing between me and the guitar, so I just had to watch it fall.
It happened on stage?
Oh, on stage, yeah.
You told me earlier. I thought it was like at home.
Oh, no, this was on stage.
Oh, no.
It was,
so you couldn't express your...
At church. I mean, it was there was no expression available. It was just like I just watched it, and I just kind of slowly died inside a little bit.
Slow mo. That hurts, man.
It was right in the heart. But now he felt so bad though. He ended up getting it fixed for me almost right away, and I had it back and was playing, in no time. But that was a brutal moment.
You didn't
rough.
say earlier that it was on stage. That's hard.
It was on stage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it'd be one thing if it was like on stage at a show or something, but no, not at church. You can't express your disgust.
Yeah. It was probably a good thing it happened there because I had a lot of grace right there in that moment.
Yeah. For sure. So let's talk about some of the stuff you got going on currently. You're currently in the process of recording your first album. Yeah. So EP or full length?
It's going to be an EP. Yeah, it's just going to be maybe 3 or 4 songs. It's going to be a really short EP.
And that's down at MTSU?
Yeah, it's going to be at the college in Murfreesboro. I kind of lucked into this great opportunity to work with one of the students down there, and he's doing a semester project, and I happened to be playing at Cafe Coco at the open mic, and it was the first and only time I'd ever played there, first and only time he'd ever gone there, and we met, and he was just like, it's like, man, I want to record you, and I was like, man, I want you to record me. That'd be great. And so that was just a cool opportunity for me, and hopefully something really good will come of it. I'm really confident
sure. I'm
that
excited
it will.
to hear that. Maybe have you back on or something. Or
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
give away to some viewers or something like that.
Be fantastic.
So before we get to have you playing, let's talk about some upcoming stuff you have going on. So that way, not if, but when you guys decide that you really like this guy, because you will, they can come see you play. What do you got coming up?
Well, I've got kind of a regular gig on Thursdays.
Oh, yeah. Do you have your shows on the website?
Yes, they should be on my website, and if they're not, they will be very soon. But I have a regular thing at Silent Brigade on Thursday nights. They do an open mic, and
that's here downtown in Paducah. Silent Brigade.
Yeah, between 4th and 5th Street on Broadway there, and I'm there almost every Thursday. Between me and Shayna Goodman, who is also an amazing songwriter, amazing vocalist, and musician, so you won't be disappointed no matter when you come. And there's just a slew of great musicians who come and play. And so, but that's Thursday nights. It usually starts about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and goes on until midnight or sometimes later.
Don't they also have some sort of giveaway thing going on?
Yeah, they're giving away a little Martin, and so
just a little Martin guitar.
Great opportunity to get a free guitar if you come down there and play. So a little plug for them for that. That's great opportunity not just to get to know some great musicians, but to hopefully walk away with a Martin guitar and some other stuff too. So
all it costs is the time it takes for you to go down there and play a couple songs.
That's right.
Really.
Yeah. I mean, do something you enjoy anyway.
All right, for sure. Well, speaking of doing stuff that you enjoy, let's get to having you play some songs. We're going to take a real short break, super short, change the set over, and we'll have him play some songs for you guys.
Sounds
so
great.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Hey, everybody. I'm glad you're sticking around. Again, my name's Daniel Neihoff, and now I'm going to play a few songs for you. This first one's a song called Appalachian Cry. It's one of my favorite songs to play, and it's an original that I wrote about the people of the Appalachian Mountains and about how the coal mines just came in, and they basically did these people dirty. They came in, and they took everything that they had and left them with nothing, and it was such a brutal experience that, in my mind, even the mountain could have shed a tear for the people, seeing what was done to its land and seeing what was done to its people. So I hope you guys enjoy it. To the company store, for I found out what I was working for. 'Cause what they paid me wasn't worth a dime. Just staying alive feels like hard times. I guess they thought it wouldn't do much harm if a few mountain folks lost their farms. So they packed up and left us high and dry. Even the mountain had tears in its eyes. And that's how the Smoky Mountains got its name. The haze has been hanging around here for an age. So if you see that mist eats up, you'll know why. 'Cause what you're seeing is the Appalachian Cry. Turn our mountain into mud, tears and sweat and miners' blood. Work that mountain till it died, poisoned our land with all their lies. When they found a cheaper way, blew that mountain top away. Smoke rose up from the blast, to this day that smoke still lasts. And that's how the Smoky Mountains got their name. The haze has been hanging around here for an age. So when you see that misty top, you'll know why. 'Cause what you're seeing is the Appalachian Cry. A union finally made a plan. We'd meet that company gun in hand. We'd make those bastards understand. The smoke from that day stained our land. And that's how the Smoky Mountains got their name. The haze has been hanging around here for an age. When you see that misty top, you'll know why. 'Cause what you're seeing is the Appalachian Cry. Thank you very much. All right. I'm going to pull my little cheat sheet here of songs so that I can make sure that I sing the right ones for you guys. But this next one is a song I wrote with a guy down in Nashville named Daniel Mason. He's a fantastic musician, songwriter, and there's a song called They Can't Love You Like I Do. And it's just kind of about this story of this guy who's just kind of got a swagger about him. He knows that there's nobody who can love this girl as much as he does, and it's not a matter of them not being good enough. It's a matter of he knows his love is something that can be beat, and so I hope you guys enjoy it. They may love you now, but they'll be gone tomorrow. Love is here to stay through the joy and the sorrow. They'll love you from the outside, but I'll love you to the core. 'Cause no matter what they give, I'll give more. They can't love you like I do. I'm sure they're gonna try. They'll sweep you off your feet, then let you fall. But I'm not like those other guys. No, I'm not gonna lose. 'Cause baby, they can't love you like I do. May hold you now, but I won't let go. Buy you a house, but I'll make it a home. They could spend 1,000,000 years and still never afford 'cause no matter what they give, I'll give more. 'Cause they can't love you like I do. I'm sure they're gonna try. They'll sweep you off your feet, then let you fall. But I'm not like those other guys. No, I'm not gonna lose. 'Cause baby, they can't love you like I do. They don't know you like I do, and they're never going to. Yeah, I'm the one that'll win your heart. I'm gonna win your heart. 'Cause they can't love you like I do. I'm sure they're gonna try to sweep you off your feet, then let you fall. But I'm not like those other guys. No, I'm not gonna lose. 'Cause baby, they can't love you like I do. Baby, they can't love you like I do. Baby, they can't love you like I do. Thank you very much. All right. A request, all right. I bet you I know who that was. This one's for you, Justin. All right. So y'all heard me talk a little bit about Moonlight Ride earlier, and that was, again, the first time I'd ever played that event, and I had written a song specifically for Moonlight Ride, titled Moonlight Ride, and it was something that I had written just as kind of a service to them because of how they serve our community over at Bike World, and Justin and Aaron Lewis, who have really made the Moonlight Ride just one of the amazing attractions of Paducah, where there's just so many, but they have really taken ownership of something and just ran with it. And so there's a song called Moonlight Ride. Taking off in the middle of the night, soaking in the moonlight on my bike. These empty roads never seem so bright. I'm gonna follow these roads, it doesn't even matter where I go, as long as my ride takes me back home. Let's get these wheels rolling. We see those street lights glowing. We're on these roadsides, oh, on a moonlight ride. We'll soak in the moon and stars with a view you can't get from trucks and cars. On nights like this, the sky feels like it's ours. And I hope it will never end, owning these roadsides with my friends, down every bend, around every bend. Get these wheels rolling. When we see those street lights glowing, we're on these roadsides, oh, on a moonlight ride, oh, on a moonlight ride. I see, oh, on a moonlight ride. That one's for you, Justin. I know that was you. All right. So, Tiffany Blue. Oh, got another one? All right. Next on my list. Okay, gotcha. I'm going to skip over that one right now. I'm going to come back to that one for sure, though. But this next one I'm going to do is it's a song called Want But Don't Need. And it's a song about being in a relationship where you know you don't need to be in that relationship, but you really, really want it to work out. And I'm sure most everybody's been inside that situation before, but this is just kind of a song talking about that and talking about that strain on your body, on your mind, on your spirit, and your heart whenever you're trying to convince yourself of something that you know is wrong. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
I love you like cocaine and cigarettes, and I hate you like death on my doorstep. I need you like air in every breath, and I need you like another hole in my head. No, I hate to love you, but I love to hate. I love to think about you, but I hate to see your face. It may not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. 'Cause you're everything I want but don't need. Your voice sounds just like a siren song. Although I feel you're right, I know you're wrong. You look like the looks they say can kill. You look like an angel straight from hell. And you know I hate to love you, but I love to hate. Love to think about you, but I hate to see your face. It may not make sense to you, it makes sense to me. 'Cause you're everything I want but don't need. You're the sweetest poison on my lips, the best memory I must forget. Every road that goes nowhere, a heart of love that doesn't care. Your happiness just out of reach, what I want most but cannot keep. And you know I hate to love you, but I love to hate. I love to think about you, but I hate to see your face. And it may not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. 'Cause you're everything I want, but don't need. You're everything I want, but don't need.
Thank you very much. All right. So, I can't scream all the time, so I got to have some of those songs that kind of are a little more laid back. And this is kind of just a fun, goofy song called Clumsy Love. Clumsy Love, it's about just being awkward and being in love. So I know I come across so suave and so smooth, but I'm pretty clumsy. So this is a song kind of about that, though, and kind of the things that become endearing whenever somebody has those little awkward quirks. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
I love when you fall into my arms. You know I can't resist your awkward charm. When you say the wrong thing, it sounds right. Girl, you're out of sight. Oh, clumsy love, awkward seduction. You use the tools that you have. Go from laughing to loving, just like that. And I know that I could never ever get enough of this clumsy love. I love when you go in for a kiss. You hit my nose instead of my lips. I love your long drawn out goodbyes, 'cause it gives us more time. Oh, clumsy love, awkward seduction. You use the tools that you have. Go from laughing to loving, just like that. And I know that I could never ever get enough of this clumsy love.
That's where it gets real awkward.
And I think you're really, really pretty. And you have really, really nice hair and stuff. And your mom's really pretty. Not that I've been looking at your mom, 'cause that would be weird. Oh my God. 'Cause, you know, I respect your father and stuff. Oh, and this is why we're perfect for each other. Clumsy love, awkward seduction. We use the tools that we have. Go from laughing to loving, just like that. And I know that we could never ever get enough of this clumsy love. Thank you. All right. Is it one more, two more? Where are we at? All right. That's awesome. That's what it's all about, you know. It's just trying to make people publicly humiliate themselves because you're so good. That's always a compliment. So this next one, this is a song called "You'll Always Be My Baby," and it's not "Always Be My Baby." Oh. It's not that one. This is a song I wrote whenever my sister had her first baby, and I saw her sitting in the hospital holding her little man, and just the look on her face, and then I saw my dad looking at her, and it kind of sparked something in me of, you know, my dad, he was in that same situation whenever he was holding her for the first time, and just knowing that in that moment, that no matter what she did, no matter how old she got, no matter what life circumstances may have changed, she was going to be his baby for the rest of her life. And in that moment, knowing that she was thinking the same thing about her little boy. So that's what this song's about. So hopefully you won't snort any beer. Hopefully you'll just cry a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoy it. He wrapped her in a blanket and held her to his chest. She kept her little eyes closed and he just watched her rest. She never felt this feeling in his heart before. And as she laid there sleeping, he told her what's in store. He said, "You'll always be my baby, even when you're big and strong. You'll always be my baby. Time will never prove me wrong. And when you have your own baby, I know then you'll finally see how it feels to love your baby. 'Cause that's the love you have for me." Well, she started walking, and she never did slow down. She went from playing princess to wearing a wedding gown. This beautiful baby now a woman on a wedding day. But before he walked her down the aisle, he choke back tears to say, you know you've always been my baby. Even though you're big and strong, you've always been my baby. Time has never proved me wrong. And when you have your own baby, I know then you'll finally see how it feels to love your baby. 'Cause that's the love you have for me. But just a few years down the line, she finally understands. She's sitting in the hospital holding her little man. Her daddy says he's beautiful and rubs his little head. When she looks at her baby, this is all she said. You know you'll always be my baby. Even when you're big and strong, you'll always be my baby. Time will never prove me wrong. And when you have your own baby, I know then you'll finally see how it feels to love your baby. 'Cause that's the love you have for me.
Thank you very much. All right. Just so y'all know, I'm not just saying thank you very much to nobody. Like there's two people here. Like I'm not just like positive affirmationing myself after each song. It's like thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Like that's not what's going on. But this next one here, I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do one more, and then I think we're gonna take a quick break. But this next song is a song called "Love Is the Fog," and there's a lot of love songs out there. And don't get me wrong, I love love songs. But there's not really a lot of songs that describe the true nature of love, because love isn't always sunshine and rainbows, and love isn't always, just the good stuff. And it's foggy. Love is this kind of mysterious feeling that you always have, either with intense joy and intense happiness because you have something that you love and it's with you all the time, and it's just something that fuels you. Or love is something that's accompanied with intense sadness and intense sorrow because of love of something you've lost. And it's still the same love, but it's this love that's a gateway to something else. You never feel love alone. And that's what this song is about, and it's called "Love Is the Fog."
Love is a gateway drug. It can make you happy, or so sad you could drown. And love, it can build you up, and in a split second, it can break you back down. 'Cause I've always been most angry at the ones who I love. Try to give it away, but I never have enough. 'Cause love is a mystery that no one can solve. 'Cause love isn't clear, and no love is the fog. fear, it's pain. It's sun and it's rain. It's frost and it's flame. And it's never the same. It's courage and fear. It's smiles and it's tears. It's gone and it's here. Impossible to explain. 'Cause love is a mystery that no one can solve. And no, love isn't clear. Love is the fall. All right. Thank y'all. I'm going to take a quick break, get some water, and get cooled off here a little bit, and then we're going to jump right back into it. But stick around. I'll be right back, I promise.
All right, everybody. Again, my name's Daniel Neihoff. I hope you've enjoyed what you've heard so far, or if you're just joining, I hope you do enjoy what you hear. So this next song I'm going to do, it's a song called I Won't Lie. And it's a fun one. I figured start this next one out with a one that'll make people snort beer through their nose, hopefully. But this is a song about all the ways that guys lie to their wives or girlfriends, all the things we lie about, because we don't do it to be malicious or mean, but we do sometimes lie about things because we don't want the drama, you know? Because it's not because of deceit, it's because of love. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, though. Again, it's called I Won't Lie. It's definitely the most country song that I'm going to do today, too, so... And if you ask if those new jeans make you look fat, or if I love your cross-eyed cat, I may lie. And if you ask if your dear mother drives me crazy, or if your deadbeat brother's lazy, I may lie. Sometimes I may twist the truth, but I won't lie when I say I love you. I didn't lie when I said I do. Although I may fib sometimes, I can never be untrue. Life's silly situations may cause me to falsify, but when it comes to loving you and I won't lie. And if you ask if your cornbread's better than my mama's, well, that's a mouthful of drama, I better lie. And if you ask if I think your best friend's hot, well, that's a no-win no matter what. Should I lie? Oh, sometimes I may twist the truth, but I won't lie when I say I love you. I didn't lie when I said I do. Although I may fib sometimes, I can never be untrue. And life's silly situations may cause me to falsify, but when it comes to loving you and I won't lie. Now, I'm not trying to justify these fabrications. There's never a better time to tell the truth. So I don't lie when I say I love you. I didn't lie when I said I do. Although I may fib sometimes, I can never be untrue. Life's silly situations may cause me to falsify, but when it comes to loving you and I, oh, 'cause when it comes to loving you and I won't lie. Thank you. Thank you, the two of them. Just so y'all remember. Not talking to myself here. And that was a song I wrote with a gentleman named Norm McDonald, by the way. He's a fantastic songwriter down in Nashville who I had the pleasure of meeting, and we've written a few together now, and that's one of my favorites. So, going back to my cheat sheet for a second here. This next one is a song called Hearing Every Word, and it's a song that was kind of inspired by, you know, those conversations that you have where you're looking intently into somebody's eyes and you're just spilling your heart and you're spilling every single part of every bit of you that you've never told anybody. Just having one of those just word vomit moments where you're just bearing everything, and then you realize they didn't listen to a damn thing you just said. And so it's a song about, you know, how you sometimes you hear every word, but you don't really listen to anything that somebody's saying. And it's in the context of a relationship between this man and woman who who are just trying to make it. Someone's trying to make it work, but the other side's just refusing to really pay any attention. So, hope you guys enjoy it.
I say don't go, but you walk past. I say slow down, but you're so fast. You never even give me a chance. I try so hard and it's not fair. I strip my heart until it's bare, but you act like you don't care anymore. Hearing every word, but you don't listen at all. You keep nodding your head, waiting for your chance to talk. Try to show you how I felt, but you never saw. I was falling in love, and you just let me fall. I say I wanna work it out. You tell me you have your doubts. Why do you have to be so proud? I've given everything I've got till my heart's an empty parking lot, but you act like you forgot what we were. Hearing every word, but you don't listen at all. Keep nodding your head, waiting for your chance to talk. Try to show you how I felt, but you never saw. I was falling in love, you just let me fall. There's no sense in screaming, 'cause there is no redeeming us. It seems that our love is gone astray. So I'll stop trying to explain which of us deserves the blame. It's not like you care what I have to say. You're hearing every word, but you don't listen at all. You keep nodding your head, waiting for your chance to talk. Hearing every word, but you don't listen at all. Keep nodding your head, waiting for your chance to talk. Trying to show you how I felt, but you never saw. Yeah, I was falling in love, you just let me fall. I was falling in love, and you just let me fall. This next one here, I'm gonna do one called "I Buried Myself," and it is just as sad as you would imagine. It's a song about whenever, you know, I'm sure most everybody knows some people who have been burned in life, some people who have been hurt, who they kind of have taken the option of fight or flight, and they've just ran away and just have ran away from society. And the whole premise of the song is that for me? Oh, thank you so much. Man, this is a classy establishment. I just want everybody out there to know they take care of you. They're good folks. But again, that's you kind of have an option to sometimes bury your head in the sand, and that's what the song's about. Is just kind of whenever you get to the point where you're just defeated, and it's not a song really condoning it or saying, you know, it's good or bad. It's just
kind of stating where people sometimes get. And so I hope you guys enjoy it.
I buried myself today. I lost my will when I lost my way. And I got so tired of walking around that I dug a hole and crawled in the ground. And I buried my mind, buried my soul. The wall that I am sits in dark all alone. Buried my heart and emotions down deep. The whole I am is an empty sheet with no home. Oh, I buried my soul. So I just gave up, yeah, I just retired. And on my tombstone it says death by fire. 'Cause I've just been burned one too many times. Oh, so I dug a hole and decided to die. And I buried my mind, buried my soul. And all I am sits in dark all alone. Buried my heart and emotions down deep. And all I am is an empty sheet. No, oh, I buried my soul. This hole is where I feel safe. The dirt hides the pain on my face. Tombstone reminds me why I'm here. And it's no one's fault but my own that I have made this hell my home. 'Cause this dirt is all my fears. That's why I buried my mind, buried my soul. And all I am sits in dark all alone. Buried my heart and emotions down deep. And all I am is an empty sheet with no home. Oh, I buried my soul. Thank you very much.
So I'm gonna attempt this song. This is a song that a gentleman named Bruce here in town, Bruce Brockenborough. Some of you may know him. Super awesome guy. One of the nicest guys you could possibly meet. And he wrote one and only song, and it's a song called Tiffany Blue. And he brought it to me and my brother Jonas, and he was super humble, just wanted to get our input and have us help him put some music to it. And he said, I'm totally fine with any changes you guys make. And we sat there and we read through this song, and we said we wouldn't change anything. It was just a fantastic song. For somebody who had never written a song and hasn't written one since prior, to my knowledge at least. But he wrote a amazing song, and that's what I'm going to attempt to do it justice for you right now. I helped him put the music to this, and I just think it's a fantastic song, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If I can find it. Here we go. Is it cool if I pull that table over real quick? Pumpkin's just kind of off to the side a little bit. It may be hard for me to see that. It may be hard for me to see it anyway over here. You know what? Use the pumpkin I can get this as close to my face as I can. No, that's all right. I think I'll be all right. Maybe. I think I got it.
Solid.
Nothing like live. All right. Again, the song is called Tiffany Blue.
You hear her name, you think of fame, the trappings of high society. The color blue gives you the clue that you must approach politely. But she says no, she can't go. She has responsibilities which you don't know and she won't show. So that pleasure makes her feel guilty. For such a long time she wanted to seem cold, but now it's midnight, she just wants a dream to hold. Tiffany is blue, and there's nothing you can do to save her from her misery. Tiffany is blue, but I know what to do. I'll show her what her life could be. Oh, Tiffany. The more you press, the more you rest. Her hands out of your fingers. If you were smart, you'd keep her heart. But this girl's love won't linger. For such a long time, her love's been on a shelf. It's after midnight, she just needs more than herself. Tiffany is blue, and you don't have a clue how to handle her anxiety. Tiffany is blue, but I know what to do. I'll show her what her life could be. Oh, Tiffany. But now it's morning and her trouble seems so dry. 'Cause Tiffany is blue, but I know what to do. I'll be her long lost friend. Tiffany is blue, but this I know is true. I'm with her till the very end. And I will be her trusted friend. Oh, Tiffany.
Thank you, Bruce, for letting me do that one. I appreciate it.
Thanks to the
Thank you,
pumpkin as
pumpkin.
well.
Yeah, that pumpkin was a lifesaver. Feel like a basic white songwriter. Song brought to you by Pumpkin Spice.
It wasn't Tiffany Pumpkin Spice.
That's right. All right, I got a couple more. This next one, a song I wrote called Don't Know What I'm Believing In. And I wrote this song from a kind of a personal place, honestly, of just a crisis of faith for myself. And I'm sure that most everybody has felt a crisis of faith in some form or fashion. You know, it's if you've ever believed in anything, then chances are you've been let down by something you believe in. And for me, that was just a crisis of religious faith, and that was something that I had to kind of overcome, and I had to force myself to believe in something, you know. And I don't know what that may be for you, but for me, it was believing in something bigger than myself, believing in a God, and believing in something that was for me, something that drove me, something that had a plan for my life, and just believing that can be a big thing. And so, but this was the song that came out of that moment. Again, don't know what I'm believing in.
Keep me in your prayers, I'm going through a hard time. I can't figure out whether I'm wrong or right. I just want to know what I'm believing in tonight. Keep me in your thoughts, I don't know if I'll make it. Pretended for so long, and I don't want to fake it. I don't think that I can take it anymore. 'Cause I don't know what I'm believing in. I am pressed and bound by sin, stuck on sand when I need the solid ground. And there's a battle waging for my soul, and neither side will let me go. I may be torn apart before I'm found. I feel so lost, I don't know where I'm going. My heart is filled with frost, inside of me it's snowing. I feel so numb, but no one else would know. 'Cause I don't know what I'm believing in. I am pressed and bound by sin, stuck on sand when I need the solid ground. And there's a battle waging for my soul, and neither side will let me go. I may be torn apart before I'm found. I feel like I might be going down, but I can't think about that right now. I gotta keep moving on, looking for hope, 'cause all I have is gone. 'Cause I don't know what I'm believing in. I am pressed and bound by sin, stuck on sand when I need the solid ground. There's a battle waging for my soul, and neither side will let me go. I may be torn apart before I'm found. Oh, I may be torn apart before I'm found. So please don't let me drown.
All right. Well, I've done all but one song on my list. And if you've ever come to hear me play, chances are you have heard this song, and hopefully it has gotten stuck in your head, because the whole point of this song is to brainwash you into giving me money. It's a song called Tips Appreciated. I wrote this song because, to be honest, I was just thinking, like, what's a tasteful way to ask people for money whenever I'm playing music? I was like, well, you can say anything in a song and it's okay. So that's kind of where this song actually came from. Little secret. Don't tell anybody, but it is to brainwash you. But this is my last one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and come and see me soon whenever I'm playing, and hope you enjoy this last song here. Getting paid for this, so I just need a bit until my next gig, enough to get me by, just so well I don't die. I just need to be fed. So if you've got change, I'll take it. Any dollar bill's higher rated.
You just gotta read the sign. Tips appreciated. I don't need no fancy car. It's not like I'd get too far, 'cause I don't have money for gas. So I'll just play my song. It doesn't matter if it's long, 'cause I'm going nowhere fast. But if you've got change, I'll take it. But any dollar bills, I ain't rated. You just gotta read the sign. Tips appreciated. So, when I played this for my brother, he was like, that's not very impressive. People only tip if you do things impressive, Daniel, okay? And so I took some notes from some of the greatest divas of all time, and I learned if you really want to impress people, you just sing super freaking high. Like, that's how you do it. So, this is my attempt to impress you all. I hope you enjoy it. You've got change, I'll take it. But any dollar bills are higher rated. You just gotta read the sign. Tips appreciated. I know that's not high enough. If you've got change, I'll take it. But any dollar bills are higher rated. You just gotta read the sign. Tips appreciated. One more. If you've got change, I'll take it. But any dollar bills are higher rated. You just gotta read the sign. Tips appreciated. Okay, I lied. One more. If you've got change, I'll take it. But any dollar bills are higher rated. You just gotta read the sign. Tips appreciated. It's actually two more. If you've got change, I'll take it. But any dollar bills are higher rated. You just gotta read the sign. Tips appreciated. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And we're going to take a short break and then get back up here, and I'm going to talk to the fabulous host for a little bit.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. What'd I tell you? I told you before he started playing, when you decide that you like this guy, not if, when, because dang it. Damn it, boy. Like, where'd you come from? No, for real. Like, so you told me earlier when you got here that you did choir. And was that from an early age as well, like when you were doing the church gigs?
Yeah, I actually first started choir whenever I was in elementary school, singing Greyhounds, Reeland Elementary. Yeah, we had a little choir there. It's the first time I ever had any experience singing in front of people, and it taught me a lot for sure. I was that quiet, awkward kid that the first time I sang in front of people, I cried like a baby. I was just like, oh my God, I don't know how I just did. I don't know what just happened. Someone hold me.
They don't teach you that power in choir.
No, that's something I really had to acquire.
I did notice some of your technique. I could tell was choir founded, but not that ooh girl.
Yeah, I mean
I had goosebumps several times in that.
They taught me a lot about how to use my diaphragm in order to push notes. But as far as the tone and kind of that growl and that belting, that was something that I just started emulating some other people. I do a lot of like musical impressions too.
Yeah,
I love that kind of stuff. And I try to incorporate some of those things.
I bet you can nail a Tom Waits.
I've never done Tom
Waits.
But.
Yeah. But so like so that the belting whale super. I mean, because that's like not too many people do that kind of thing around here. Really, like it's just like push and go for it, and you don't break, and it's like. Yes, that's like I said, I had goosebumps a couple times in that stuff.
I usually don't break.
What was the second one that you did? You started with Appalachian Cry, which was awesome.
The second one, I think that was the bike.
Oh
one?
yeah, no, it's
okay.
in the third one. Then it was the third.
No one. Hey, that's what it's. I love making people feel passionate about things that they have
didn't know.
absolute like connection to themselves at first.
Yeah, I guess it was the one after the bike song.
Was that the
no.
Love? No one could love you like I did.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Shoo, dang. You know how to hit somebody right in the feel bones, like for sure. That's intense. So that's just something that you said, like, kind of just developed. Did you was it from like listening to yourself on recordings? Or did you just kind of like hear it in your head and it just kind of started to develop? Or
a little bit of that, a little bit of hearing other people too, and
you could say musical impressions, but what are you doing? Listening to Mariah Carey or like higher?
Mainly the divas. I say that kind of jokingly during that Tips Appreciated song, but honestly, like,
but it's true.
I really have kind of studied the way that they were able to push those notes and that and.
Right. Of course.
Like just soaring notes, just stuff that I couldn't even dream of.
A lot of people like to just push too hard.
Yeah.
And not realizing that they're actually not trying that hard. They're just letting it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it sounds sounds painful. Not that it actually hurts, but it sounds painful,
right.
baleful almost, like a wounded animal. Like, oh, who hurt you? Who hurt you?
Yeah, I've had people come up to me before after songs and after playing, and they're like, "Man, what have you gone through?" Right. I'm like, man, nothing. I promise. It's
everyone around you is dead.
Yeah, everyone, every single one. It's a sad story.
Right. Jeez. So remind everybody the shows you got coming up.
So. Like I told you before, on Thursdays I've got the open mics, and then this weekend I'll be playing at a end of summer bash out in towards Benton, and directly following that on Saturday I'll be driving down to Nashville and playing at Bobby's Idle Hour, right on Music Row there. I'll be playing around 9:30, I think, is the time slot I'll be in, and then I'll be doing the open mic every Thursday over at Silent Brigade until I believe it's October 19th, which is sad. I should know this stuff,
No.
but I believe it's October 19th. I've got a show at Night Moves. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the new club. Yeah, new club opening up in Paducah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've been meaning to go by there.
that's going to be the next thing on the books right now, but I may book some things between now and then, and hopefully if I do, then you guys can come out. It'll definitely be on my Facebook page, and I'll be pushing it out there.
Oh yeah, speaking of the Facebook page, is facebook.com/Daniel Neihoff Music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah, and then the website is just danielneihoff.com. I've got all my events. I try to push those out as a solo musician. That's tough sometimes getting all that updated, but I try to push it out as much as I can and try to keep it updated. So if you don't see anything there right away, just check back, and I promise things will start filling
It'll
up.
be there,
So.
yeah. And well, speaking of maybe potentially booking stuff, I did have a question from chat. Somebody asked if you play birthday parties.
Birthday party.
Yeah.
I play anything if the price is
yeah,
right.
That's kind of what I thought. You know, I was like, oh, I'm sure he will. Sure, he has no
That's
problem
right.
doing it.
Yeah, and if you're interested in booking me for something too, feel free to shoot me a message on my Facebook page, and you can find my phone, my email, and all that on my website and on my Facebook page.
I mean, that's how I got him to be on this show.
That's right.
Just shoot him a message on Facebook. That's like the best way to get a hold of anybody nowadays.
That's
As
true,
long as
yeah.
they've got a Facebook, just send it there and they'll know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who check Facebook more than they
their
check their
regular
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So-
Facebook's on their phone.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. I'm like, man, it's like it's the same device.
Right.
It's like, but
It's one swipe away. Another question though was, do you have any particular performing goals by the end of the year or something, or you know, or
well, this recording project, it's probably the biggest goal. I've never actually recorded anything that I have tried to push. I've recorded a couple little things here and there. The Moonlight Ride song, for example, actually I did record that for Bike World and for Moonlight Ride so that they could use that inside their promotional materials. So and I should be having that available if people want to purchase that soon on the website. Just check back on Facebook and my website. But the EP that I'm trying to push, that's going to be the biggest thing.
you have a
for
title
me.
for it yet?
Not yet. I know some of the songs that are for sure going to be on there. A couple of them that you heard today, the Appalachian Cry one for sure is going to be on there.
That's a good one.
They Can't Love You Like I Do, I believe, will
that's
probably
also a
be
good
on
one.
there as well. And I believe Love Is the Fog.
Also a good one.
Those three, I think, are probably going to make it up, but a lot of things can change between now and
And
then.
they are just acoustic, not fully instrumentated. Or?
It's gonna be. I'm gonna try to release an acoustic version of all of them beforehand,
and a full band version.
a full band version.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
cool.
gonna.
I was over there hearing like drums and bass to some of the stuff, and those big choruses, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's one thing that I always try to create some room for that dynamic
for for other people to exist in it.
Exactly, yeah.
Mhm.
And so like that Appalachian Cry song, I'm so excited to hear that with some dobro and with some bass and with different things behind it. I think it's
Slide
gonna be a fun
dobro.
one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, absolutely. So
Girl, the banjo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So let's you kind of pseudo answered this question already, but are there any after hearing you play, anybody who's watching, are there any weird musical influences that you have that one would not guess? You kind of answered with like divas, whatever, but like other something real weird.
Well, like to be honest, I am a musical junkie. Like
Right.
I love all kinds of music. I've listened to anything from Frank Sinatra to Foo Fighters to like all across the board. One of my actually. Directly answering that, one of my biggest influences growing up was Ray Charles.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I used to love Ray Charles, and I was like a hipster before I knew it because I would go to school.
OG hipster.
I would go to school in elementary school, and I would be talking to kids and be like, you know, they're all like, NSYNC has got this new song, and Britney Spears got this new song, and I was like, have you ever heard of this guy named Ray Charles? He is so good.
I've been listening to him on my vinyl, my hand crank vinyl.
Exactly, on a lithogram. It was like it was, but I didn't even realize that Ray Charles was like an old dude. Like I thought, like, man, he's just got good music. I was just like,
you thought it was just a contemporary dude.
Like,
man,
I was like, why don't they ever play him on the radio?
yeah, you know.
But I finally went home. I was like, Mom, no one knows who Ray Charles is. Like, it deeply disturbed me. And she was like, Daniel, like, he's really old. Like, he played music when I was a kid. like he's not somebody who everybody knows now.
They should.
I know. They should know Ray Charles, man. But yeah, he was one of my biggest, for sure. One of my biggest influences. I used to love the early Jason Mraz stuff. Whenever he was
Mr. A to Z.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's a good album.
I love.
You can't argue with none of that.
Stuff. Oh yeah,
like his live stuff with Toca Rivera. Like you can't argue with none of that stuff.
And that was one of them that I would always do.
Him and Toca's harmonies together.
Oh,
shoo. Oh.
Yeah, and he could like sing faster than most rappers could rap.
Right.
Like that wordplay song was like something that I used to use to practice like diction and being able to get like
get
songs
the words out.
Yeah, you know, because I mean he is blazing through it, and I think I can still do it. It was like. I've been all around the world, I've been a new sensation, but it doesn't really matter in this generation. The sophomore slump is an uphill battle, and someone said that ain't my scene. Well, they need a new song, a new religion, music for television. I can do the long division, someone do the math. With the record label puts me on the shelf up in the freezer. Gotta find another way to live a life of leashes or drop my top. Mix it, I mean, go. Is everybody ready for the single? And he goes, la 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 la.
Yeah.
that was like my jam. It took me forever to be able to do that, and whenever I finally nailed it, I was like, yeah, like I was flexing on that song.
What?
Yeah, but he was definitely like his early stuff, and then when Ed Sheeran came out, he kind of has that similar style.
Similar,
so,
yeah. I don't think he's as good as Jason Mraz.
Yeah, he's a little different.
But Jason Mraz didn't make it on Game of Thrones, so whatever.
That is true. He did not. But our everyone's favorite Ginger did. Good job, Ed.
Well, is there anything we failed to cover? I don't know. Oh yeah, one more question from chat. Ooh, they said, what does it feel like? What does it feel like to be the songbird of our generation?
I kind of like this game where I get to guess who said it, too, because I feel like that was Adam. Was that?
No.
No? Really? Patrick. Oh, Patrick Brumley. All right. It feels great, Patrick. Feels amazing whenever awesome people like you say that I'm the songbird of this generation. Then it really means a lot. I really appreciate it.
Well, that being said, we'll wrap this up and let the songbird fly away home here. But I really appreciate you being on the show. I really enjoyed it. That was awesome. Yeah, you are sick. And thank you guys for stopping by and watching and hanging out and participating and chatting and watching and crying and we're doing whatever it is you've been doing, you know.
Snorting beer through your nose. Whatever you do.
Yeah. Just, having all kinds of mishaps. That's kind of what this show's for. But I appreciate it. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel, Spotify, iTunes, all that, Google Play. You know the drill. You know what's up. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, go to Daniel's Facebook page. Make sure you drop that a like, too. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, it is in disarray. It needs some work, but I do have one.
It'll get there. Yeah,
I'll be working on it. So check back soon. Now it'll be in better shape.
For sure. Yeah. But that being said, thank you guys once again for tuning in and watching. Love you guys. Have a good night, and we will see you next time. Peace out.